Welcome back to Dubster Dive, series where we look at something's English dub and the show itself and let you know if it sucks. Spoilers by the title. It sucks. Which is why it's the first Dubster Dive Nomi's here for. Hey, buddy, I love you, which is why I brought you through this masterpiece with me.
I feel so loved. God. I'm gonna have nightmares about that frying pan.
I would say Dai pussed out on this one, but he probably was the smart one out of the three of us. So yeah, against our better judgment, this is the last Berserk adaptation until the Memorial Edition is done airing. We have to cover, and we're not Philistines, we cover stuff in release order if we can. Occasionally.
Don't look it up. You can't prove anything.
So what if we covered the Rohan spin-off of JoJo first? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, so Berserk 2016 was meant to be a sequel to the Berserk Golden Age films, though you wouldn't know that, being as how this piece of shit is literally just titled Berserk, so you'd probably think I could start here. Yeah, good luck doing that. You'd probably be lost as hell. Then again, even fans who watched the Berserk Golden Age films or 97 anime are probably lost as hell.
When considering what they did even before it started.
I was pissed at the first episode alone. They skipped Black Swordsman in the Lost Children arc. Why?
No, they had that one scene from Black Swordsman.
Yeah, where they pussified guts.
Yeah, they just beat the crap out of some people instead of killing them.
Yeah, we're just gonna go balls deep into this series, so here we go. This adaptation tries adapting the Conviction arc, which is one of my personal favorite arcs, and fucks it up. And then there's Berserk 2017, which is also being covered here, because fuck splitting this up. No, I don't want to talk about the show any more than we have to. Which butchers the Millennium Empire arc. Because, yeah. So, this picks up right after the events of the Eclipse, where Guts is trying to hunt down apostles and take down the God Hand. If you don't know anything about Berserk and that sentence made no sense to you, I can't help you there. But what I can tell you is, why were there 3 different studios involved in this?
No one can answer you that.
Okay, so it's a well-known fact that this is a massive blend of 3D CG bullshit and 2D animation. The 2D stuff was done by Liden Films. You don't know them as the people doing Rurouni Kenshin remake coming up, and The Heroic Legend of Arslan, which I think you're currently in the middle of.
Yeah, it's a good time. I like Arslan.
It's also being done with the 3D subsidiary companies Gemba Incorporated and Millipenzi? I don't know how to pronounce that. Point is, studios that work on 3D CG bullshit. And apparently they did the whole thing of we storyboard stuff in 2D, and then we decide whether or not to make it 2D animated, 3D animated, or a hodgepodge of the two.
It's worked out so well.
Yeah, you were saying that the dog and or the beast in black or whatever you want to call it inside Guts looked great, right?
It's like, no, it was I've never seen anything better. So I would rather look at PS1 game.
The fact that Mior was listed as an executive producer on this and was even credited as directing one of the episodes. Damn it, Miura. Well, so yeah, the animation, I mean, you were saying the same thing a lot of people were saying online. The 2D animated stuff looks okay. It's when it goes all shaky cam 3D CG bullshit too.
I mean, everyone knows that part already.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And what was it you were talking earlier about the, like, motion sickness?
Yeah, saw some people online saying they got motion sickness from watching this because the shaky cam is so fucked. It's like you're watching a Michael Bay movie, except the cameraman has severe ADD. Yeah, just imagine that for a second.
Please don't go any farther. We're trying to save you guys from this. You don't fact check.
Keep in mind, the Blu-rays are actually supposed to be better, too. And you can watch this for Crunchyroll. They're proud to have this.
Oh dear.
As far as composers, it's Shiro Sagisu again, the guy who did Evangelion and Bleach, and a lot of his compositions are just metal renditions of his stuff from the Golden Age films, so there's that. And Hirasawa's back, the guy from the 97 anime. He composed a song, Haimwa, Hi-Ho, however the fuck you pronounce it, which is a song that I do like, but holy fuck, they overplay the hell out of it.
Maybe because it's like, oh, this is a one good thing in this anime.
I heard they got him back for the Memorial Edition. I don't know yet. I'm waiting for the dub on that, which we'll see how that goes. But yeah, OST is okay, I guess. The problem is that a lot of the songs are way too overplayed, and there's even moments where the wrong song is played at the wrong moment.
Oh, and let's not forget the couple instances, especially in the 2017, where they start playing a song, and then like 10 seconds later,
it just switches to another song, like they got bored.
Yeah.
And no, I think my favorite though is the scene where Griffith is reborn into our world, basically. You know, after the ritual, and it plays a fucking metal song over it. The do, and it's like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Listen, everything could be metal if I didn't have to deal with the other piece of metal.
Yeah, which brings us to the sound mixing. It's trash. Yeah. So everyone has said this, they are not wrong. Guts' Sword the Dragon Slayer sounds like 15 frying pans and pots all having an orgy together in a metal stairway.
Yes, and it's amazing when he decapitates a demon, and it sounds like that's definitely what noises are. Yes,
dude, it even plays the sound effect when he just grabs the sword by the handle. Why?
Because they love you.
The sound direction is so trash, guys. Like, and you have to have, if you have the volume low to avoid the Dragon Slayer sound effects, then you miss the dialogue. But if you have the sound up to hear the dialogue and the voices talking, then the Dragon Slayer is going to show up and fucking ear rape you. It sucks. And trust me, I got a headache every single time, man. Like, this is 5 easy minutes to get a headache. Watch this thing. Hell, you had it worse. You had to look at the animation. I wait to listen to this shit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is on the dub side. The voice filters are a step back. Skull Knight, for example, he lost his bitchin' filter, and now it just has a slight reverb to his voice, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I showed you the Golden Age films right before we got into this to show you, like, why people love that dub, and then you get to this one, and...
It wasn't very noticeable. I mean, maybe you could be like, oh, we just really wanted you to hear the glory of his voice, because it is a good one. But still.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of which, let's see how the dub handles itself. Surely the dub is... They got rid of the entire original voice cast with the exception of 2 people and had no one who's worked on the dub before direct and write the script. Fan-fucking-tastic.
How do you get that good?
Ask Crunchyroll. So, the dub would air in March of 2017 for Berserk 2016. And then they waited an entire year and a half to put out the dub for Berserk 2017, probably because they realized no one gave a shit at that point. You got to admire Funimation and Crunchyroll. No one would care about this piece of shit, yet they still tried giving it a dub.
Yeah, that's something, I guess.
And the dub is out of Bang Zoom. You guys know Bang Zoom. The guy's behind Platinum. Wait a minute, no, it's probably Studiopolis. Whatever. Bang Zoom is also not very good. They can be, but this is not one of those times. This time they're very average, I guess.
I mean,
I've definitely heard worse, but just comparing it to the old things.
They got a decent guy for Guts, even if that's not who I cast.
Yeah, so Guts, our main man, is now Keiji Tang, who's Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, or Jin from Tekken Bloodline. You should watch it, Nomi. It's really good.
I'll kill you.
And he's Vegeta from the Dragon Ball Super Bang Zoom dub. How many people forgot that existed?
I did. It sounds amazing. I need to take.
Dude, you need to. It has Lex Lang doing his Kenshiro North Star noises for Goku when he's punching really fast. Oh. It is so great. It's so dumb.
Oh yeah, that sounds like time.
Now, in all fairness to Keiji Tang, he's not terrible. The problem is that it just sounds like another Keiji Tang role. You all know where he usually is typecasted as these type of characters, angry and irritable. Just watch King and Ashura, where he's the main of that. Or, again, Jen and Tekken Bloodline. And yeah, it's basically the same thing. There's no distinction here between him and his other roles, really. So it's just okay.
I mean, there is one distinction.
You say the frying pan of the dragon, so
No, Casca.
Yeah! So, Casca, or as they keep calling her in this dub, Casca.
Oh, it's not the only name they'll fuck up.
Yeah. Well, Casca is now voiced by Karen Strassman. You all know Colin from Code Geass. That was your wife when Code Geass, wasn't it? Don't you know a lot of me. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing it was. There's also Katana in Mortal Kombat 9 and 10. But, yeah, Casca doesn't really talk much in these couple of seasons, because for those who know this part of the manga, she's kind of traumatized by the eclipse, so to put it bluntly, she went full retard. By that, I mean she's mute, and just goes, ah, makes noises like that.
She's one of the best characters when she tries to eat somebody's hat, for instance.
Or chewing on her own hair. Yeah, Casca's kind of mentally fucked up. I'm sorry, Casca. So it's hard to really gauge Karen Strassman's performance. There's like one or two flashbacks to the Golden Age arc where she talks to Guts, but it's not really enough to go off of. I still prefer Carrie Karen at the end of the day, but I don't know. It's...
I mean, the couple times she'll stream or something. It's like
sounds okay.
You tried,
I guess.
You tried. You did.
Why couldn't they get Carrie Karen though? It's a Bang Zoom dub. That's where the Neptunia games are dubbed, and Carrie Karen is ROM and Vert. Speaking of which, our last of the triplet mains, who's barely in this adaptation, because this portion of the manga he wasn't featured much in, but whatever. Griffith, who's now Steve Staley, who's going under Steve Cameron, his alias. I do not blame him for not wanting to be associated with this. But it's Neji, man! Neji from Naruto! Or Hitsugaya from Bleach, something I'd probably rather be watching.
Give it time.
And, again, it's not the same. Kevin T. Collins got the character. He understood Griffith and knew him inside and out. Steve sounds like he's trying to get close to what Kevin was doing for him, but it's just okay. You're going to be hearing that a lot. The dub sounds very okay. Speaking of which, next we have Rickard, the Shota member of the Band of the Hawk who's still alive, who they actually got his name right this time instead of calling him Rickett. Seriously, what was with that?
I don't know. I don't know. You got one name right and then fuck like 3 others up. It's a trade-off.
Well, he's now voiced by Erica Mendez, going from Hunter x Hunter, or Ayaka from Genshin Impact. Worst girl! That was for Die, for skipping out on this.
Oh, you hurt his feelings so much with that one.
Honestly, she's okay at voicing him. I don't mind this change as much. The ones I had the biggest issues with were the 3 mains, to be fair.
And
but
I mean,
I feel like if they got her back, well, it'd be fine, but we'll see.
I mean, our little Shota buddy doesn't show up very often, so...
Oh yeah, his entire screen time was nuked because, fuck this adaptation. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why you think I wouldn't be.
I thought I heard a noise in the background, like a bang. I was like, what the fuck? It scared me, man. So yeah, she's fine as Rickert. Then we have flashback iterations of some of these characters from the Band of the Hawk. First we have Judo, who's now voiced by Kyle McCarley. Definitely won't be getting him back in the Memorial Edition. Y'all know him. Mikazuki from Gundam IBO. Mob Psycho from... Oh, too soon?
No, never too soon.
You're right. What the fuck am I saying? Again, he only has a couple lines, though, to be honest. I can't really say much on his performance as Judo. I still think Griffin Burns, if they had to replace Judo, would have been a better fit. But
I mean,
you know him as Tortilla from Genshin no Mi, if you don't remember.
Yes, I know. I was about to be like, I'm sure a lot of people would be happy.
Yeah. So I can't really do much. I'm just going over it because it's replacements, etc.
No, I got you.
Speaking of which, this one's a little fucky. Corcus, where he's credited as 2 different people on multiple different sources. My favorite type of stupidity.
How?
Well, Anime VoiceOver Wiki credits him as Doug Airholes, who's the same guy from the Berserk trilogy that we watched, which I'm 99.9% certain that is not true. I'm pretty sure that's not him.
I definitely wouldn't have. No.
Whereas the other places, dubbing Wikia fandom has it listed as Bill Rogers, who you don't know is one of the major voices of Brock in Pokemon. I think he's the second voice of him, like 2008 onward or something.
Everyone likes Brock, but no one likes Corcus.
Yeah, Corcus is kind of a dick. Again, it's another situation where he only has a couple of lines of dialogue, but it's still like 2 different places credited 2 different people.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Dolphin, because they have something in common.
They're both Corcus.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Bill Rogers that voiced him, because that did not sound like Doug Airholes to me at all. We just watched the movies like the day before starting this too, so...
Yeah, there's no way.
Unless he was sick. Yeah. Next, we have Nosferatu Zod, and... Oh, man, they fucked him up, his design up colossally, from what you were saying and what I heard from everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, Zod, why are you missing your horn and you have a scar on your head? Gee, sure it'd be nice if we didn't skip 2 arcs of the fucking manga.
They didn't want to show the demon child murder thing.
Lost Children is actually a really good arc too.
No, I remember reading it. It is excellent. And how dare you?
Well, Zod is now voiced by Imari Williams, who you don't know as Hull Horse from JoJo, and Collins from Carol and Tuesday. And I guess he's fine. His filter isn't complete dog shit. He does okay as a replacement. Most people are going to be too distracted by how much they fucked Zod up during all of his appearances, though.
Yeah.
Oh. But hey, Nomi, you know who we do get? We get Puck!
Yeah.
Puck, who cameoed in the Berserk Golden Age films for some reason.
For 3 seconds. When Guts was walking away from his family.
So, for those who don't know, Puck is an elf from Elfhelm. Yeah, it's the name of the realm he is from, or whatever the place.
And man, before anyone, I know those things look more like fairies or pixies, but they're called elves here.
Yeah. He basically travels with Guts, annoying the shit out of him. Guts keeps him around, though, because he has the fairy dust, or elf dust, whatever you want to call it, that heals wounds. So
they don't explain that.
They really don't. I don't even think they explain it in the Golden Age arc films either. The 97 anime briefly touches upon it, but this piece of shit doesn't.
There is a scene where you can see Puck putting elf dust on someone who's injured, but they don't tell you what that's about at all.
Yeah, so it's like they want you to watch the 97 anime, but then because Skull Knight is here, you have to have also watched the Golden Age films. Berserk is such a clusterfuck with its adaptations, dude.
Yeah.
Well, Puck is voiced by Sarah Ann Williams, who you don't know is Uni from Neptunia. That's a best scroll, know me. Fight me.
I will not.
And Ferris from ReZero, another best scroll. Fight me.
Yes, best girl.
You're not stopping me. You're not stopping me. I don't care.
I don't care. But
honestly, this I feel is legit perfect casting. She comes across very fun-loving as Puck. You could tell she had a lot of fun with this character. Which Puck, a lot of people are annoyed at him in the manga. Puck though is supposed to represent the humanity that's still left around Guts to try bringing levity to certain situations. Because Berserk, everyone knows, is really dark and grim, especially in this portion. So Puck is there to at least, have something to go off of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't find him that annoying comparatively.
Yeah. No. Listen, nothing would be found annoying in contrast to the CG. So, and as you said, Puck. Her voice actress does a good job as Puck, so...
Yeah.
I never had a problem.
Well, after him, we have Isidro, or as the dub keeps calling him, Isidoro. Yeah, I scoffed every time they said it when we were watching it together. He could attest to that.
Yeah, he 100% did.
Isidro, whose introduction they forced into the Black Swordsman arc or chapter they did after they adapted one chapter from it.
It was like a 2-minute scene.
Even though they did his actual introduction from the manga later anyway, so he had 2 introductions to his character. Why?
Because we just loved him that much.
It's the same with Shirky. We'll get to her in a minute. But it's the same with her. She is introduced in the first episode also, even though she's not supposed to show up till much later. It's just pointless cameos for the sake of it, because fuck you. Anyway, Isidro is a young boy that ends up taking a shine to Guts because he's a thief that wants to go on an adventure, and he sees how badass Guts is, basically, and thinks he's cool, because he likes edgy people.
So he's the audience teenage surrogate, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Guts honestly finds him annoying and is like, dude, you can't learn from me. I don't want to teach you. You're you. But, Guts ultimately, he ends up joining him. Because Guts is big softy underneath. Totes, definitely. What's up?
Tsundere. I was just saying Guts is the most tsundere.
Well, Isidro is voiced by Eric Kimmer, who you don't know as Alibaba from Magi, and Senpai from Nagatoro, because who doesn't love seeing Senpai get tortured? That anime exemplifies beta male mentality with Senpai.
First season. Who knows about later, but...
Yeah, season 2 is an area at times. And I think Eric does a good job of him, especially because there's a moment where he gets a curse placed on... Isidro gets curse placed on him and he has to speak like a monkey, make monkey noises.
Monkey?
Yeah.
Yes. That was great.
You could tell Eric had a lot of fun. Again, a lot of the newer characters, the new mains that show up this season, I think they casted fine. It's the replacements that sound a little off. So I think Eric did an okay job.
I mean, part of that is also we've heard better versions. You don't.
Yeah.
We're always going to compare.
So, Eric had fun here. Next, another name, Farnese, or as they call her in the anime, Farnese in the dub. Look, I know they went with the Japanese pronunciations or the Weebanese pronunciations, but you guys know Berserk takes place in Europe, right? What, are we going to start calling Guts Gutsu?
Gutsu-sama.
Gutsu-sama. So, yeah, everyone I know just calls her Farnese or Farnese. But if you're wondering who she is, she's a member of the Holy See. Basically, the people that hunt down heretics and burn them at the stake and all that stuff. So she's... what's up?
Oh, no, I'm not. I was just... And the reason she's here is just fucking because.
Yeah... So she and her team of knights are tasked with hunting Guts. In this adaptation, why? Remember, they skipped Black Swordsman. In that arc, he's hunting down apostles, and everywhere he goes, there's mass destruction and murder left in his wake on his quest for vengeance.
I mean, they even call him the Black Swordsman on multiple occasions.
Yeah, fuck you, Kirito. But yeah, so they check out like, you're wanted for being a criminal. In the bar scene that they adapted, because so the 97 anime adapts chapter 1 of Black Swordsman, and this does before skipping it. In the 97 anime, when these guys are sexually harassing a chick, Guts mutilates them by cutting them into pieces. In this, he just beats them up a bit and leaves them alive.
No. They weren't... Well, I mean, one of them was stroking a waitress, but it was mostly because they were also... Puck was also there, and one of them was throwing knives at him.
Whatever.
Everyone. Puck was there. Waitress was there. Isadora was there. Yeah. I know what I called him.
Yeah, so they basically, both adaptations tried adapting this. 2016 kind of fucked it up, obviously. But yeah, when Guts is found by the Holy See, he does get captured by them. And I'm bringing this up because this is important to explain why this adaptation sucks. In the manga, he's weakened because the Lost Children arc happened, and he just had to take on one of the most powerful apostles he's had to face up to that point. And the church already think he's evil as fuck when they first find him and don't even let him plead his case, because he's surrounded by corpses of children. Because again, they were demons that de-transformed after he murked them. But in this adaptation, he just kills a demon tree. They show up and end up taking him down and treat him like a criminal for almost no reason. Gee, it's almost like skipping 2 arcs. It's a dumb idea. Anyways, back to Farnese. She's voiced by Erica Lindbeck, who I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of. Best Girl Futaba from Persona 5. And
not
Black...
biased at all.
I'm not. And Black Cat from the PS4 Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Did you like the Black Kitten?
I do. I did like the Black Cat.
I knew it!
Hey. I might have been into that one Spider-Man game where you could choose to basically cheat on MJ with Black Cat.
Fuck you, MJ.
That game was weird.
So Farnese is basically an aristocratic person who has strong faith and believes Guts is in the wrong, etc. You all know where this is going until she sees demons and starts doubting herself and everything she's been told. Because you all know, God hand, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I think Eric Owenbeck does a great job as this character. There are moments, though, where when it has chibi Farnese during her flashbacks and Erica Lindbeck is still doing her pseudo-normal voice instead of her lolly voice, so it just sounds weird.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'd say that's on direction, though.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think she's okay. Then we have Serpico. Serpico's her right-hand man and her protector, and her brother, which somehow everybody in this English dub knows, even though it's a kept secret that not even Farnese knows.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, it kind of makes Farnese look very interested in some incest shit. Good job fucking that up, Dub.
Yeah, like, it's like 4 episodes before that flashback they reveal. It's like, they're literally talk about him as her brother. It's like, how do you know
Yeah,
that?
how the fuck do you assholes know?
In the flashback, the dad's like, oh, you...
Yeah, the dad says keep it secret because it would be... Yeah, because Serpico is basically an illegitimate son of Farnese's dad. So it would cause a huge scandal and uproar, basically. So he says, keep it secret. I'll let you live here, but only as her servant, not as anything else.
Yeah.
So... Well, yeah, Serpico he's actually a really smart dude. Like, when he takes on Guts, he fights underhanded in order to get any advantage he can. So he's cool. I like him. He's voiced by Max Middleman. Do you like Max Middleman, Nomi? Do you like Ito and Genshin?
I like Ryuji.
He's also knocked in Black Clover, which I'd say is probably the closest to his Serpico thing here.
Yeah, pretty close. But Ryuji was just him.
So was Ito. But yeah, Serpico's a no-nonsense kind of dude who just wants the best for Farnese.
He's a good boy.
After him, we have Asan, the last major member of... Well, there's a couple more major members of the Holy See that we'll get to. Asan's an old dude who apparently defended a bridge against an army all by himself. So you know he's badass.
Just for a random old man who could have just went...
Yep, just for a random old man.
I mean, it looks impressive. It's not quite the Guts taking out 100 dudes in the Berserk movies, but...
I mean, Asan does manage to take down Guts here.
Yeah. I mean,
like, he's actually really powerful. He's a really strong sword. He's voiced by Richard Epcar, too. You all know him. Old Joseph from JoJo. Oh my god, that meme. Also Raiden from the NetherRealm MK games. Nito's fine.
I don't think I played that one, actually.
Wait, Mortal Kombat? The NetherRealm ones? Yeah. Have you played MK11? You played it with us.
I forgot who does what.
Yeah, that's Raiden and Joker.
I thought they were early MK for some reason.
No. You're thinking Midway.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Bad. Just ignore me.
So, if you're wondering, I don't need to say anything. A lot of character screen time and motivations and inner monologues and flashbacks also got nuked, so I'm not going to bother going into it, or they'll be here all day. So, same goes for Farnese and Serpico. A lot of their shit was cut too. But time for our main villain of 2016. Well, at least the first arc. Moskus, or Moskus. Some people pronounce it either way. It's fine. He's basically the lead priest of the Tower of Conviction. Burning all sinners, etc.
I love him.
Or to quote DMC Squared Bob, just doing God's work. You could sum him up with that quote right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's voiced by Ray Chase, and I think Ray Chase does an amazing fucking job as this dude for what he's given.
Oh.
He's Noctis from FF15, and Gendo from the Netflix Evangelion dub. You remember that dub, Nomi?
I do.
You're welcome. But yeah, a lot of Moskus' scenes are also slightly cut down and nuked because Russians, we gotta rush. But for what we're given, it's great.
He does what he got, what he has. He does, you know. I had no complaints.
I know what you do have a complaint about. I was gonna say the next character.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
His name's Jerome, and he's a member of the Holy Sea Knights. And he's a white guy with the name Jerome. Look, I'm sorry, but come on, man. When you hear the name Jerome, do not tell me you think, oh yeah, face-to-face white guy is your first thought. Don't lie to me. Jerome's in love with a prostitute, which is obviously kind of forbidden since he's a Holy See person. But yeah, he's voiced by Todd Abercorn. You all know him as Natsu from Fairy Tail and Murphy from Resident Evil 3 Remake. As well as a bunch of zombies in RE2 and 3 Remake.
What game?
Resi 3 Remake.
I'm sorry, you cut out again.
Oh, you're being a dick.
Yes. That doesn't exist until we play it.
I mean, Todd is fine. Jerome's such a minuscule character in this. The one he's in love with gets more screen time. And that's Luca, voiced by Wendy Lee, who's blonde from Neptunia and Xianghua from Soul Calibur. So, Luca ends up finding Casca and taking care of her, because Casca wanders off on her own when Guts was on his quest for vengeance, and Luca basically lies saying that's her sister, and don't touch her, she has herpes, to keep the other men away from her.
She's all wrapped up, just like, no, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wendy Lee does fine. I mean, guys, it's Wendy Lee. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, no. She does better than the other prostitute.
You're only saying that because it's Nina and the fandom hates Nina, who's a prostitute with an STD.
Listen, I think she did okay as a voice actor, but her character sucks so much.
Yeah, she's Ryan Bartley. That's Rom from ReZero.
Yeah.
Or Mai from Death and Request 2. And
I haven't played that one yet.
You should. Death and 2 is okay. I'll say as good as part 1, but it's okay. It's done by Corpse Party dude. He wrote it. But yeah, back to this. Yeah, she does okay as Nina. Nina's, again, such a minor character, though. She's also into some cult shit and worshipping a member of the God Hand. So that's fun.
Yeah.
And that's everyone for Berserk 2016 out of the way. And yeah, honestly, Ray Chase is probably the best one out of the lot when it comes to that. Erica Lindbeck is okay, and so is Max Middleman and Sarah Williams. But let's quickly move on and run through this 2017 cast. Thankfully, there's not as many.
No, but it hurts.
So, Shirka, Shrike. Why does this bitch have her name pronounced so many different ways by you people online?
I like Shrike.
I kind of do too.
Like a bird.
Yeah, and she uses the bird motif.
Yeah.
But they call her Shirke in this dub. It's fine. She's a witch lolly that's very powerful magic. She's voiced by Mela Lee, Rachel Alucard from Blaze Blue, and Rin Tosaka from Fate Stay Night. In short, 2 other characters that are magical that drop a bunch of exposition. Much like Shirke, who's a magical character that drops a bunch of exposition.
I didn't know there was a typecast for that.
Apparently there is, and Jesus, dude, the 2 to 3 episodes where they're at her place, where it's just nothing but exposition. It's like, guys, enough, please. Enough exposition. The manga actually paced it out correctly.
What a surprise. The manga did it better than 2016, 2017. That's weird.
Well, Mela does fine for what she can do, I guess. After her, we have Eva Lair, who's her elf friend. Because, so Puck can have someone to play off of. She's voiced by Tara Sands, who you don't know is Clefairy from Pokemon, and Shut Up Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wait,
Mokuba.
No, I get that. It's just like, really?
Yeah.
Clefairy?
Clefairy. She's also Biscuit in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I'm like, Clefairy's the first one that you named? Dude.
Because why not? It's Clefairy. That was the last one I'd written down, but I just said fuck it.
No, yeah.
And yeah, this elf's a little more of a smartass, but she just wants what's best for Shirke, so whatever. After her, we have Shirke's, or Shrike, or whoever the fuck's, master, her mentor, Flora, who's a very old witch, who's even friends with Skull Knight. And she's voiced by a dead person.
Dead.
Yeah. Felice Sampler, who you don't know is Mimi from Digimon, and Rokuta from Demon Slayer Mugen Train, which I think was the last thing she was in, being as how that film literally dropped 2 months before she died. Even though it still credits her for the Mugen Train arc that aired after she died. You assholes really just recycled the movie's dub for the fucking extended version, huh?
I mean, what else were they supposed to do? Also, did you say her last name is literally Sampler?
Yeah. Could be an alias or just what she likes to be credited as.
Maybe. That would be an interesting last name if that was real.
Well, she does fine as the old mentor witch person who's kind and caring and all that.
Yeah, she's nice.
After her, I guess the main villain of 2017 to mention that's worth a damn is Grumbeld, who's one of Griffith's new attendants. And you'd all probably know him as a Dark Souls 3 boss when he transforms to his apostle form.
Yeah.
In fact, every apostle could be summed up as a FromSoft boss, either from Bloodborne, Dark Souls, or Elden Ring.
It's because they don't have a fetish. Works, isn't it?
Well, Grumbeld is voiced by Paul St. Peter. You all know as Kurama from Naruto, you know, the fox. And Man-Sex from Kingdom Hearts. I will call him that forever, and you cannot stop me.
I got to hear him do that so many times. You can definitely hear it once you know.
Yeah. And he has a lot of fun with Grumbeld. Again, Paul St. Peter, I don't think I've heard a bad role by him. This isn't one of my favorites for any of these people, actually, but he did okay. All right. As far as Sonya, we're about done. Then we can wrap this up, because fuck knows I'm tired of this piece of shit show. Sonya is a fortune teller that works for Griffith. She's the last member of the Band of the Hawk worth mentioning. The new band that Griffith sets up because he's a dick. She's a simp for Griffith. Yeah. She's voiced by Skylar Davenport, who you don't know as Azusa from the battling slimes for 300 years, blah, blah, blah. And Minerva from ReZero. And not really much to say. Sonya doesn't get much in this anime, so...
No. I mean, she gets that final episode.
I hate that final episode. I hate this show. Well, I guess one of the other changes I could mention is Salat, who only had a cameo in the third Berserk movie. He's a member of the Bakiraka. They're part of the Kushin Empire, neighboring nation.
Oh yeah, that boy.
He was J.B. Blanc in the movies, or the third movie. Now it's Lex Lang. You don't know him, Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. And whatever, he only has a couple lines. I just brought it up because there was another voice change. Dude, literally the only two people they got back is Jameson Price as Skull Knight and Chris Smith as the King of Midland. A guy who was literally only in one scene, and you people bothered to bring him back. But everyone else, no, fuck you. You don't get to be brought back.
I mean, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you noticed that double casting was also up the ass. How many times did we hear Skull Knight or Jameson Price voice someone in the background that either died or one of the other demons or something?
Yeah. I mean, in the Berserk movies, it was Neil O'Brien, so we had to keep the...
Dude, I think Neil O'Brien was even ad voices in 2016 for the first couple of episodes before we...
Yeah, no, I definitely heard him for a couple times.
It's like, of course. Then you have DC Douglas, who's a bunch of ad voices in this adaptation. But I saved the best for last character to name off. And it is the main character of this series that every Berserk fan knows that they fucked up. Rape Horse. Okay, so quick summary. The fandom dubbed him that because it's a demon that possesses a horse and tries raping Farnese. So, you know, what the hell else are you going to call it? And it's voiced by Kirk Thornton. So next time you think Shadow the Hedgehog, just think that. Or think of Beyond the Grave from Gungrave. Yeah, just think of that. Or Brandon.
You instead.
That is literally a line it says to Farnese. Speaking of which, as far as ADR director, it goes to Michael McConaughey, with the script being Jalen K. Castle. And okay, we got to talk about the script. Apart from the dub fuck up of, Farnese and Serpico's relationship. We have such brilliant lines like Guts saying, "I'm the wound up one who ended up wound up."
Which coincidentally was in that episode with Rape Horse.
Doldry is called Doldrith at one point.
I don't understand that one.
Being alone is sometimes frightening and lonely.
As opposed to comforting and lonely?
I don't know. Balit is pronounced Bahalit or Bahalit. Like they put more, they put more inflection on it. It's really bizarre.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna front. I heard the some of the clips of the Weebanese. I don't think it's much better over there either, to be honest. But this dub isn't god-awful in the sense where it makes you want to rage like Platinum End, but it's not great either. There's nothing to stand out about it. It's just another average dub.
It's just like, worse, like, it's...
Berserk, man.
It's Berserk.
Yeah.
No, guys.
I don't think it was anyone's one fault here. Again, a lot of it could be on direction. A lot of it is obviously on voice actors taking over for other people and them not knowing the characters anywhere near as long. And also, the material of Berserk 2016 leaves much to be desired. So no matter what, it was a fuck situation all the way around. But hey, at least we got to call Casca a tan woman the Black Witch. You know Crunchyroll's going to take that literally in the new dub.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean...
Now, I don't know. As far as MVPs of this dub, for the whole thing, I like Max Middleman and Erica Lindbeck. I think they did okay. Eric Kimmer was alright. Saren Williams. You know, the new cast. The new main characters, I think, were okay. KG Tang isn't awful as Guts. It's just, he's not as good as Mark Dereisen. And like Nomi said, comparisons are going to inevitably be made. Especially when this is supposed to be a sequel to the films, and the films got just about everybody back. So it seems strange that Crunchyroll just decided to say, yeah, fuck that, get rid of all of them. Remember, guys, Mark Dereisen was Wilhelm in ReZero Season 1, which came out not too far after this in English dub. Not to mention, Carrie Karanen is pretty easy to get into voice and shit, even to this day. So a lot of the replacements they could have gotten, or a lot of the reprisals they could have gotten if they tried. But they clearly didn't give a shit. Just like I don't give a shit about Berserk 2016. And guess what, Nomi? We're done with this piece of shit. If y'all are wondering, should you check it out even for morbid curiosity or to laugh with a friend? No.
Okay. No, please don't. We suffer for your sake. Do not let this be in vain.
Don't do it, guys. Berserk is a series that I wish had an adaptation that was worthy. The 97 anime comes close. The ReZero movies are at least okay, I guess, but this is fucking unwatchable. Going from the ReZero films, where, Nomi, you heard the dub, that's why I showed it to you, and why people consider that dub amazing, to a dub that's just okay by comparison, the ear-piercing bullshit of the Dragon Slayer, the eye fuckery if you have eyes to see. Maybe my blindness was actually a blessing because of this piece of shit. And
you would have screamed in torment.
And just the sheer fuckery of taking a shit on Miura's masterpiece that is Berserk so carelessly and callously. Just fuck off, Berserk 2016. I hope this series remains forgotten, is never brought up again, which is why we brought it up in 2022 to remind all of you about it.
Well, hopefully the Memorial Edition is okay, and then you can be like, oh, no,
as a quick side note, the first 3 episodes are literally just the first Golden Age arc movie again, except they're missing like 30 seconds of footage.
Yeah, yeah, I got to hear him tell me about that. That was
Yeah, it's like, what?
cool.
How is it? This is supposed to be a pseudo-extended edition of Golden Age. Why the fuck are you cutting shit? Which means they're going to be adding shit while also removing shit, so technically it's another adaptation of Golden Age that's still missing shit. Why? Why can't Berserk win, man?
So what you're saying is someone's going to cut 97, Berserk, and Memorial Edition together.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's going to be a cut, like a hodgepodge of all three of them. The problem is though, is going to be the Memorial Edition dub. We don't know who's voicing them at the time of this. By the time this goes up, we probably will know who's in the dub. But yeah, we can only hope that Crunchy are smart enough to outsource to NYAB Post, people behind the old dubs. They've done it before with Fena Pirate Princess. That show sucked too, so why not do it for a good thing?
I don't even remember that show.
It's a Crunchy original.
Oh.
It's not High Guardian Spice, but it's, you could tell it's got a lot of problems. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it. Let's know what you thought of Berserk 2016. And, dude, it sucks when something is adapted so piss poorly. And I've seen people say, well, there are moments when the story shines through, and it's like, I don't agree.
There are moments there. It's like
you could tell, yeah, like there's a moment here or there, but it only works if you know where it's from, like the manga. And even then, it's like, you know, I wish you adapted this better than you did.
Yeah, I mean, and for those who have eyes, it could be like, well, maybe I'll watch the thing. The final boss battle of 2017 looks somewhat decent. It's not worth it. Especially
I mean, between Grumbeld and Guts?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Berserker armor.
And then remember the episode after they're attacked by the
alligator man. The alligator man and the Kraken and shit.
Well, I was... And the Kraken looks...
so fucked up. Yep, everyone says that. The Kraken looks fucked. And they also cut the Moonchild from that portion of the episodes either. You know, it'd suck if the Moonchild thing ended up being a major fucking plot point after this.
It would also suck if the thing that revived Griffith was a major plot point too that we never talked about.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, the thing that revived Griffith, the egg of the world, it was Derek Stephen Prince. Who are you from Bleach? There you go, you had a filter on. Guys, we just want to get out of here. Fuck this show.
Yeah, I don't.
And no, you know what? On second thought, don't fuck this show. The show's unfuckable. Yeah, I stole an AVGN quote. I don't care. I hate the show.
You steal AVGN quotes all the time, though.
You can't stop me. If there's any solace, it's that Memorial Edition is up next, and it can't be as bad as this. Please, the only hope is the dub. Let the dub be good. Come on, guys. Thanks again for watching, guys. And yeah, this fit in with Halloween spirit, right, Nomi? This anime was fucking terrifying.
Oh God, no! I'm having nightmares.
I think my favorite line, though, legit, besides the horse line of "How about I ride you instead," was from Isidro, when the wheels, you know, the demon-possessed wheels are coming out them, the torture wheels, and Isidro just goes, "I don't remember pissing off a wheel at any point in my life." So dumb. But alright, guys. Thanks again for watching. And remember, Griffith is the one who created this anime. Did he still do nothing wrong? I'm blaming Griffith for this. This is what the God Hand were really after.
Well, despair. Demons, that's it. Yeah. I got nothing. My brain is slowly dying just remembering this, so I hope you enjoyed our pain.
I'll get it for you on Blu-ray for Christmas.
And I will re-gift it to you on your birthday.
Alright. Well, till next time, guys. We're going to cover something else for Halloween stuff at some point. Nomi, you get to join us on more Dubster Dives in the future, I hope, because, yeah, you need to be on something better than this piece of shit.
Oh, God. I mean, considering a couple we've talked about, yeah, they're definitely going to be better than this.
Well, the bar's been set so low. Which is why one of these times, Nomi, you and I should do High Guardian Spice. Okay, Nomi's giving me the murder eyes. I gotta get out of here because I feel the knife coming. I'll hit you guys up later. Hope you have yourselves a great day. Till next time, guys.